Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. First of all, are you somebody who's trying to start a business? Are you an aspiring entrepreneur or a budding entrepreneur? Or are you somebody who's just started a business, started on this journey of entrepreneurship, but is struggling to figure out few things here and there and is looking for guidance and support? If you are at the right place. I have a very interesting topic for you. The topic for today is called Entrepreneurship Mindset. I don't know how many of you have actually explored this topic called Entrepreneurship Mindset. But ever since I came across this about 3 years ago when I started my own journey, my whole life changed because of this. I've been able to achieve way more than I could have ever imagined. I was able to overcome so many of my personal fears and limiting beliefs, so many other things. So you're at the right place, and I'm going to deep dive into this topic today. Before I do that, let me just introduce myself quickly. My name is Seldon Tenzing. I'm an entrepreneur in the field of travel, a life and a business coach, a speaker, and an author in making. And it's absolute pleasure for me to make this video today because this is a topic which is absolutely close to my heart. So many of you might be wondering, what is entrepreneurship mindset? For those who don't know this, I have a definition for you. Entrepreneurship mindset is basically a specific set of something in your head, a specific set of belief systems, or it could be your thought processes. Belief systems are nothing but the perspectives about yourself and about the world, what you think about yourself and what you think about the world. So these are specific belief systems which a lot of successful entrepreneurs hold in as their characteristics. They live by it as their way of life. And I'm not talking about self-employed or small business owners. I'm talking about the great entrepreneurs such as Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezoz, Elon Musk, etc., etc. So many names in the game, right? I realized, and I did a lot of research on it, that these people specifically tend to have a very particular mindset, a specific set of mindset and characteristics that majority of people do not have. And hence I wanted to make this video to help those people in order to understand. Because why do we need it? Here are the 4 things why you would need it. Firstly, if you're somebody, like I said, who's looking to start this journey or already on this journey and want to successfully scale this business from maybe a small business to a large business, this is for you. Or if you're somebody who's in a job, this mindset can also help you evolve in a job. If you're simply looking to, climb the higher ladders of positions in a job, this will also help you. I come from a corporate background myself, 10 years in corporate experience working in different industries, starting from education to media to lifestyle to travel and tourism. I've seen a lot of industries, and I know these characteristics can be extremely useful even in a job. So hear me out, guys. Understand, stay till the end of this video and understand what kind of psychology you must build in order to taste success today. All right? Okay, let's deep dive in. So the first characteristics which I want to highlight is these people, these entrepreneurs, are 100% committed to what they're doing. Their ownership level is 100%. Now, what does that mean? It just means that whatever they're doing it with so much of passion. They're doing it with so much of love and care. It's just like their baby. And they're willing to take that accountability, that ownership, that no matter what happens to the business, I will take full responsibility for it. Even if they make mistakes or they face any kind of failure, they are willing to take that ownership. They are not the kind of people who are into a blame game. They are not the kind of people who will be like, oh, I couldn't do this because of this person or that person or that situation or this situation. They're not the kind of people who will make excuses of any kinds. They are the people who are go-getters, drivers, and they're just going for what they stand for. So they're 100% committed. The second aspect, the second characteristics that I want to highlight is that these people focus on providing value to other people. This is extremely crucial in the entrepreneurship journey because a lot of times I realized, and I think I've been guilty of that as well. When I was in a corporate job and I wanted to start something of my own, I used to always think about the money aspect, like what should I do that will make me a lot of money? What business should I start that will give me a lot of money? And over the time, I realized that this mindset is actually limiting by itself. There is nothing wrong in earning money. Let me just clarify myself. There's nothing wrong. Money is essential, crucial for any business or in part of life. But money cannot be the only criteria why you start a business. All these successful entrepreneurs that I just mentioned, if you look at their history and their biography and their philosophies of life and business, you would realize that these are the people who started this journey because they really wanted to make a difference in people's life. They wanted to impact people and the world at a level that none of us could even imagine. Let's take example of Steve Jobs. Steve started a business not because he was a genius tech guy or something like that. He really wanted to revolutionize the world. What a tongue twister. And he wanted to do it using technology. He never came in thinking that I'm going to be a billionaire tomorrow just because I have this great idea. He wanted to really use technology as a medium to change the world. And then money came in as a byproduct. So for them, money is a yardstick against a service that they're providing to other people. They believe that they will get what they deserve. So if you focus on providing value to people, money will come back to you. It's a byproduct. So I think that was quite an eye-opener for me personally. And ever since I realized this, I've been trying my best to do that as well. The third characteristic that these people have, that these people are highly resilient and patient people. Now, what do you mean by resilience? Now, resilience is a characteristic. Let me give you an analogy that I like. For example, in a forest, if you're seeing this huge oak tree, standing in the middle of the forest. Oak tree is this one strong tree standing right there. And no matter what happens, there could be a storm, it could be snowing, it could be, hailstorming, anything that comes on its way. The oak tree keeps standing and does not fall. Yes, it might move, it might shake, it might wobble at times, but it does not fall. So that is what resilience is. And all these entrepreneurs, if you notice, they're not these kind of people. I mean, their life has not been easy either. So life is full of challenges, and so is business. But what these people have been done is they were able to overcome these challenges, move past it, break through these challenges, and not give up. So resilience is a characteristic that no matter how much you get knocked out, no matter how much you get rejected in this game, you are willing to get right back up and face the challenge again and not give up. So that is a very important characteristic. And next thing I was talking about was patience. Patience is a virtue which I'm sure we've all been hearing throughout our life, right? In business is extremely crucial because there is nothing called overnight success. All these entrepreneurs that I just mentioned again, these are the people who have worked for years and years and years before they reached the point where the whole world could see them on the stage, right? So we have got to understand that this process is a process of grind. It's a process of hustle. There are going to be a lot of challenges, a lot of failures, and on the way, we should be resilient and we should be looking at delayed gratification and not looking for instant results all the time. Well, you might get lucky here and there, and there are times when you might get something that you want, but overall, entrepreneurship is not a overnight success. So you've got to learn how to be patient. Next characteristic that I have is that these people, or entrepreneurship mindset, these people who carry that mindset are lifelong learners. They're lifelong knowledge seekers. What does this really mean? I'm not talking about the education that we go through from school to graduation to university. These are the people who probably most of them don't even have that kind of education, but they are the people who are constantly learning to improve themselves. They're constantly learning to become the better version of themselves so that they can grow first and then they can help other people grow as well through their own products and services, right? So these are the people who are not complacent. They would always be looking for something that they can learn. They will always be looking for something that they can innovate, create, provide, present to the world. So these are the people who are not complacent. And it's so crucial in the entrepreneurship world that you don't stay complacent. Even if you have a little success that you have, you should not be complacent, because that would be the depth of your growth. So become a lifelong learner. And today, the reason again why I'm here, the way I am, because the reason why I am the way I am is because of all my mentors, and I give lots and lots and lots of credit to them. And if it weren't for them, I probably would not be doing the things that I'm doing today. Okay. The fifth point that I have is these people have compelling goals and vision. People with entrepreneur mindset are willing to think big. These people are visionaries. These people are not settling for something that we are familiar with. And plus, these people are also having compelling goals and vision. It's not just about dreaming big. They are action oriented. They're willing to do whatever it takes because they feel for that cause so much. They feel for that mission, their vision, their passion. Because they feel for it so much, it's compelling them to move forward every single day. No matter what challenges, no matter what issues, problems, situations that they come across, they are not willing to give up and they're willing to move forward. So it's very important aspect, because 10 years in corporate experience that I had in the corporate world, I never had any compelling vision that I have today. So the moment I understood this concept and I started looking for what I want, my whole life changed again. So this is a very important point that you need to understand. The sixth point that I have is a person with that mindset, entrepreneur mindset, has very high self-belief. What is self-belief? It's a belief about yourself, what you think about yourself. From your self-belief emerges your self-worth and emerges your self-image, what you think about yourself. That is super, super crucial. All these people who have made it till now, these are not the kind of people who had doubts. Of course, there are challenges and there are doubts at times on the way, but they are not the kind of people who think that I'm not good enough, or maybe I haven't studied enough, I don't have the right qualification, I don't have right contacts. These are the people who are driven and they believe in themselves so much that they believe that they are meant to do this. Because if they don't do this, who else would do that, right? So this is what the thought process they have. They have very high self-belief. Seventh point that I have is they are action-oriented and results-driven. These are the people who just don't talk big, they do big. And they do it with action. And they're not afraid of failure, because a lot of times we sit and we don't do things because we're afraid, what if this doesn't work? What if we lose money? What if we fail? What my family would say? So these are the people who've actually surpassed all of those inhibitions and fears and limiting beliefs. And these are action-oriented people. They are not procrastinators. They are the people who think something and do it right away, despite, again, all the barriers and challenges. Very important mindset to have if you want to be successful in this journey. And the final point that I have is these are the people who have mastered the skill of influence. Now, what does this mean? Skill of influence means that if I am somebody who's trying to, who has a vision, has a big vision, I should be able to influence you into joining my vision. That's a skill of influence. Because of course, entrepreneur cannot do everything. They need to be able to have a mindset where they can build healthy teams. They can build strong teams that will follow his vision and make it a reality, right? So you have to you have to learn, you have to master the skill of influence. That is super, super crucial. That's something that I personally trying to work on it. I don't think I have I don't think I've ever been really good with influencing other people, but that's a skill that I'm trying to master as well. And I think it's so crucial because our vision is big and one person cannot do everything, right? So we need to be able to influence the other person. And how do you really influence the other person is by understanding the other person's, understanding human psychology, understanding what drives that person, what are the fears of the other person, what is it, how can you add value to that other person. Only if you're able to understand that under that deep level, you would be able to really make an impact into his or her life and bring that person into your own personal vision. Okay, so I hope you like my 8 points. This is something that I think is super crucial. I have past 3 years I've been working really hard in implementing in my life, and I've been fairly successful, and I know that nothing can stop me from now on. And I want to pass it on to you because I'm grateful to all my mentors, and it would not have been possible if they would not have come in my life. I would have given up this journey long before than this. And so because I had so much of support and mentorship, I am wanting to pass it on to people, whoever needs it, whoever wants to walk on this journey, or whoever is already walking on this journey. And so thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, and also join me in my Facebook group called the Entrepreneurology Hub, where I would be giving out a lot of similar content, strategies, tactics that will help you smoothen a little bit, you know, smoothen your journey a little bit, because this journey can be tricky, it can be challenging, and I totally understand that because I've been through that, and I want the best for you guys. So just stay positive, or you can even DM me if you have any questions. DM me any question that you want me to make a video on, and I can do that as well. So let's just start interacting, let's start building this community, because I'm very excited and I hope you are as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you again in the next video. Bye.